Hey, what's up, guys? It's Cypher, and I have a very important discussion video for you guys. Before you react to the title of this video, please do hear the entire discussion because you got to hear the full picture to understand what I'm talking about here, okay? As we all know, a lot of people have been asking for the old map of Fortnite, and we have this kind of situation. We have the situation that is presented itself, where a lot of people are like, man, you know, people were asking for a new map. Yo, Epic, we want a new map. Please bring a new map. We hate this map. And then Epic brought Chapter 2 map, and now people are saying, hey, bring back the old map. This is ridiculous. And people are like, wow, you know, everyone's being kind of hypocritical about the whole situation. And here I am to explain to you the situation in a better way, okay? Not sure about that one, Chief. I don't think people are being hypocritical. I think there is something that people want, whether it's in the old map or this map, is people want a little bit more excitement. People want a little bit more exciting moments and fun on the map. And here's the deal. Here's the deal. When Season X was happening, that is when everybody was saying, hey guys, let's, you know, we need a new map. This map sucks, you know. And now people are saying bring back the old map. But what you're not understanding is people aren't saying bring back the Season X map. Let me take you a trip down memory lane, and let's talk about the Season X map. Probably the worst map of Fortnite that has ever existed, okay? You guys don't remember, okay? First of all, we had mechs in Season X, okay? Mechs were in the game. Neo Tilted was probably the worst version of Tilted Towers ever. Everybody hated Neo Tilted. You know, and then eventually we had Tilted Town, okay? And some people, you know, weren't a fan of Tilted Town. I personally love Tilted Town. But that brings the question is we had these weird zones. We had these weird zones in Season X. We had the taco dance at Greasy, where you were forced to dance to some taco song every minute. Do you guys remember that? And you would heal up to full health. You'd be in the middle of the fight. You'd be in the middle of a fight, and then all of a sudden, you start dancing with tacos in your hand. And then when you crouched in Moisty Myers, right? You turned into a prop. And then there was zombies at retail. There was zombies at Retail Row, which were annoying and gave, like, all the loot in the world. You know, we had the Loot Lake Zero Gravity Zone, which was like kind of weird, kind of cool at the same time. Meteor above factory, you know, pressure plant end games. Like, guys, the list goes on, right? We had a lot of weird stuff happening on the map in Season X. All the craziness was happening all at once. It became too much. It really did become too much. And when people wanted a new map, it was more so people like saying like, man, this map stinks. Just give us something else, man. Give us anything else. Okay? And let's think about, you know, when did people have the most fun on Fortnite? When did people really enjoy the map? I would say it's fair to say that, you know, between seasons 3 and 8, there was a lot of good moments and people really liked Fortnite. But that's kind of also like the honeymoon phase. Usually, if you're watching this video, season 3 through 8 is kind of when you started to kind of understand the game better and you started to become, you know, more invested and put more time into it. Maybe that doesn't apply to you, but that does apply to a lot of people. A lot of people spent a lot of their like early development during those seasons. And that's always going to have like a super nostalgic feel to it. It's always going to feel, those moments are always going to feel special. And you gotta try to look at things objectively without nostalgia glasses, because sometimes that feel of like, you know, your early development, it's gonna blind you from reality. It's gonna make you think that things were way better than they actually were. The reality is, what do people want? What do people want out of season 3 to season 8? That map, that old map, exactly what do people want? I think right now, like I've said this before, but I think right now, maybe the old map isn't exactly what people want, but maybe people want this new map to be a little bit more excited. Maybe they want more, you know, potential vehicle mobility and map mobility, maybe rifts, things like that. Things that kept the game speed and action in motion that the old map offered, but not to the extent that Season X had. Season X had everything going on at once. There was these weird zones, the prop zone, the taco dancing zone, you know, no build zone in Tilted Town, zombies in retail. That became way too much for the player base, and people, you know, were frustrated with all the craziness that brought from the map itself. So, to the comments of dozens of people, I've seen this comment so many times, and it's upvoted a lot. People say the players will never be happy. The players are asking for a new map. Epic gave them the new map, and now they want the old map. That is a true statement to an extent, but I don't think people are asking for Season X. People just want more excitement, but not too much going on at once. And honestly, that can be achieved with this map. I really do think that this map has what it takes to, you know, with a few tweaks, with a few additions, hopefully in the next season, this map could become a very exciting version of Fortnite that kind of takes you back a little bit to the, you know, the old good vibe feels that you got from the old map, Season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Okay, but you got to be careful not to overdo it. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. And here's my prediction, because I've been talking about the old map a lot lately, and I feel like I've kind of, in a way, sparked this drive for people wanting the old map. Of course, there was like the hints and kind of like some teasers that the old map was coming back. But after, you know, taking some time to really like look at the hints and teasers and kind of think of things from a logical perspective instead of just being overly excited, because here's the thing. The reality is I'm a fan like you guys too. Okay. I'm a fan of the game. I have a lot of passion for it. I get excited about these things. Sometimes I go too far and I'm like coming up with all these crazy theories. You guys remember the black hole streams and what happened then. And some of those theories were right and some of them were way off, right? Point is, I'm a huge fan of this game, and I get excited, and I want cool things to happen, and sometimes I got to sit back and think from a logical perspective. There's two questions. Will the old map ever come back? Here's my answer to that. Here's my solid prediction. I think eventually the old map has to come back. There's no doubt the old map will eventually come back. I have to skip this speed coin, guys. I don't have enough eliminations. I need to find people to fight. The big pot. I need it. The old map has to come back. Here's the reason why. I'm not saying it's going to come back soon. The reason why I think it has to come back is because it's like a weapon that Epic has in their back pocket, right? People were saying Fortnite is dying for the past couple months, and then Epic came out and said, hey, actually Fortnite is not dying. It's having record-breaking numbers. Okay, so Fortnite. This guy just took off my big pots. This guy's gonna low launch it. Okay, go ahead. Come on, bro. Low launch it. So I can get back to the discussion. Poor guy. He has a spaz and everything. So Epic came out and they said, guys, Fortnite's actually not dying. We're actually having record-breaking numbers. Stop saying the game is dying. And they're right? The game is not dying. A lot of people are playing the game right now, especially because everyone's home. But like even leading up to this, they said a lot of people have been playing the game more than usual. Okay. So, but what happens down the line? Let's say eventually Fortnite starts losing steam, right? Maybe players are quitting. People are not as interested, right? The old map is such a powerful weapon that Epic has. And to be honest with you, from a strategic perspective, right? I'm talking strategy wise. Like let's pretend I was a developer, right? Strategy wise, if I was having the best, you know, months of Fortnite in terms of people playing and engagement, I would not bring the old map back right now. I would wait till things maybe slow down, till the hype kind of starts dwindling. Maybe people start leaving for whatever reason. Then you bring back the old map, and then everyone and their mother will come back to play Fortnite to chase that old Fortnite feeling. They will come back to chase Fortnite, to play Fortnite, to chase that feeling, because everyone misses like that super nostalgic. As soon as I put on a big pot, it's like I immediately get shot off. They want that super nostalgic, old school Fortnite feeling. They want it back. And it's like, so like, there's no point in them to bring that back right now when you still got, like, you know what I'm saying? You got that weapon to use it. If you use it too soon, you know, you're kind of wasting it. So they've got to sit on that and wait for the right opportunity to strike with the old map. But eventually they will. I feel like eventually they will. So the answer that is, it will come back eventually. Okay? But will it come back soon? To be honest with you, probably not. Will it come back next season? I got to be honest with you, probably not. Okay? But eventually it will. That's my guess. Okay? I'm not saying this is like it's going to happen. I'm not confirming it's going to happen, but eventually it will. But what I do think is going to happen is we've seen Epic be a lot more active with their communication. Okay, I'm not taking full credit for this. I do feel like I kind of started a bit of a movement with the video that I made. We need to talk about Fortnite, but thanks to like all the other creators who also jumped in and started, you know, expressing their opinions and stuff, and like everyone who spread that video around, the players, the people who watch, everyone involved who started spreading that video, it kind of got their attention. And I've noticed like a shift in Epic's communication. They started sending patch note videos to people with the support of creator code. They've done a lot of changes. Oh no, the guy who was grappling fell to his death. Okay, so there's been a shift with Epic. There's been a big shift in the way they've been handling things. Their, you know, communication has been on point lately. They've sent an email to people with the creator codes, basically giving us like mini patch notes. They've done a lot of competitive changes, like nerfing the heavy sniper, solo FNCS. There's just been a lot of good things that have been happening. So it's fair to assume that Epic is kind of in a way responding to the community feedback that has been just like blown up lately. And part of the feedback that I made in the video was that this map needs some changing. That this map could use some spice, some extra mobility. Thank you. That is so good. I just needed some coffee for this energy, you know? Talking about Fortnite, you know, it drains me sometimes. I get so into it. So what was I saying? I'm getting shot out. All right, thank you, love. So I think like due to the feedback that we've kind of been giving, we've been we're gonna see like a lot of these things hopefully addressed in the next season. Map changes, some more excitement on this map would be absolutely amazing. This guy's got a heavy sniper. Dang, dude, he ran right into that. I'll never understand why they launch pad in this situation. Oof. I nearly got attacked, man. So I think they're going to be changing some things, guys. Like with the new season, we're going to see some potential map changes. Some of the things that we've been, you know, talking about in these videos. And I'm here to tell you that we don't need the old map right now. Trust me. We don't need the old map as much as I would love for the old map to somehow come back. We don't need it right now. Right now, what we need is we need this map to be a version of the old Fortnite, but with what we have now, with the new stuff that we have now, with the new potential. Like at the end of the day, like there is so much nostalgia with old Fortnite that it kind of blinds us a little bit. It really does kind of blind us a little bit, and it makes us like only think of the good moments, when in reality, like there were a lot of issues with the, you know, older seasons. There were a lot of issues. We had the planes, we had the sword, the mechs, you know, the taco time, dancing shenanigans. There were so many things going on, right? But we only remember the good moments. And right now we're focused on the negative. We really are focused on and it's not like it's our fault. There's a lot of issues that need to be addressed. And they have been, you know, Epic's finally starting to address them. So what this video is basically like saying is like, I'm ready to have an open mind of trying to make this map the best version of Fortnite it can be, right? And create memories and nostalgic moments on this map in this chapter. And also looking forward to eventually one day, when things slow down, when the old map just becomes a memory, right? When maybe Fortnite eventually might start dying. Maybe it does. Everything has its ups and downs. Right now, Fortnite is actually on and up. Even though people thought it was dying, Fortnite is having some of its biggest numbers ever. But maybe one day that's not the case, and then they bring back the old map, and everybody comes rushing back to the game, you know, to relive those moments. We've seen it with MMOs like RuneScape and World of Warcraft bringing classic versions of the game. We've seen it. Oh, okay. We've seen it time and time again. And eventually it will happen. But for now, let's focus on trying to make this chapter the best chapter. And let's speak while we can, because Epic is listening. Based off of everything they've been doing, they've been listening to us. And I'm really, really happy to see that. And thank you guys for making it possible. Without you guys spreading that video around and all the other creators, you know, voicing their opinion, this wouldn't be happening right now. I really do feel like this summer of Fortnite is going to be one of the most memorable summers ever. And I'm looking forward to it. Guys, like this video if you enjoyed this discussion. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now. Do it for me, please. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.